I spent
6 years
wasting time, making so many mistakes, trying to lose weight, struggled for so long, trying to overcome disordered eating patterns, and just truly love the process and love my body. After truly educating myself and being able to help other women transform their lives, I really wish I would have known this. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carissa, and if you're new here, on this channel we talk about all things feminine energy, all things fitness, and becoming the highest version of yourself that you can possibly be. If that sounds like something that you are interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and become a part of the Queen community. We would love to have you here, and make sure you follow my Instagram if you want to get connected with me directly, if you have any video requests, and to get some extra support, tips, and help on losing weight and leveling up. So the first thing that I wish I would have known when I started my fitness journey is that lifting weights is not going to make you bulky. It takes years to build muscle. And for you to build pounds of muscle, it takes a long time. When I first started lifting weights is when I first started to see most of my results. Before getting into the gym, I was one of those people that was always on the cardio, always just trying to burn calories and doing the HIIT workouts, downloading all of the fitness apps in the app store, trying to do all of their workouts, and nothing worked. When I finally stepped into a gym to lift weights, that's when I started seeing a lot of my results. And I'm so grateful to my boyfriend because when we first met, he really helped me overcome my eating disorder. And so did God. But something that he taught me early on was that lifting is not going to make you bulky. It's not going to make you look like a man. And if you're training right for your body, you're going to be able to look tight and toned, which is what we want. The next thing that I learned, and I wish I would have known sooner, is that you have to do what's right for your body. I think there's a lot of people that just think if they just work out and they do all of these different things like high intensity, and they do these workouts that are 6 days a week, and they're slaving in the gym, that they're just going to see the results that they want, and they could be doing something completely wrong for their body and their hormone profile. Some of the girls that I work with that have PCOS, we can't do high intensity workouts because if you're doing extreme high intensity workouts on a regular basis, your body's going to be too stressed out to lose weight. And your body has to feel safe to lose weight. It doesn't just happen because you're doing all of the right things. If your body doesn't feel safe, things like cortisol are really high and your insulin is all over the place, you're not going to be able to lose weight no matter what you do. The next thing that's so important on this journey for you to know, and what I wish I would have known, is that what you eat matters. A lot of people on Instagram, I'm seeing them say things like, oh, it doesn't really matter, I can eat
ice cream all day if I want to and I can still lose weight.
But I think one, the motivation is really wrong, and two, you may be able to lose scale weight, but something that you're not understanding is you're doing a lot of damage to your body by just eating anything. And it's really hard to keep track of the calories that you're eating and the energy balance if all you're eating is junk. So you might feel like you're eating very little, and the only thing that you eat, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, is junk food. I have a reel on my Instagram that shows an example of 600 calories. One being just a muffin and a Starbucks drink. That's 600 calories. And then you have a salad, you have a sandwich that you made, you have a Greek yogurt bowl, you have an apple, you have a mocktail, you have all these different things that lead up to 600 calories. It looks like half a day worth of eating, but it's just one meal. Being smart about stuff like that is really important on this journey. And when I work with my clients, we don't teach them that it's eating only salads and broccoli and chicken every day is not healthy. It's not what's going to get you to your goal. It's not sustainable. You need a sustainable approach, something that's going to keep you happy, keep you fulfilled, and not feel like you're sacrificing your life, family events, vacations, because you're worried about what you want to eat or what you can or cannot eat. I remember when I used to do all of the at-home workouts on the phone, and I had an app, and I was like, I'm gonna really get fit and toned this summer, and it would tell me how many calories I was burning in that workout. It was a 10-minute workout saying I burned
500 calories.
I'm sorry, what?
That's not even possible. It is impossible for you to burn 500 calories in 10 minutes. I don't care what anyone says. You have to be some type of alien to be able to do that, because I think people overestimate how many calories they're burning in a workout, and this can set you back so much because in your mind, you're probably thinking,
if I burn 500 calories in this workout, that means that I can eat an extra 200 or 300 and still be in a deficit.
when in reality, it could be completely wrong. And that's what was happening to me. I was doing these workouts every single day, twice a day, thinking I was burning 1,000 calories and eating an extra 500 to 800 calories and gaining weight because of it. So the next thing that we want to do is make sure that you are prioritize consistency over perfection. You do not want to be trying to strive for perfection, perfect form, the perfect workouts, and all of this other stuff that could set you back just because you don't want to mess it up. It is way better for you to show up to the gym for just 20 minutes to go on a walk or 20 minutes to do some light weights than just go home and not do it at all. Something that you have to do is really understand that your body will tell you how much it can handle. And if you're pushing yourself way too much, you're pushing yourself way too hard, and you're not prioritizing that consistency, that can really set you back. So for example, there was a time when I was starting my fitness journey and I was
Using all of those apps.
I really struggled to stay consistent because I thought I had to do it perfectly, but the act of showing up is what helped me stay consistent in the long run. So for example, if I wanted to do Pilates, I would do Pilates until my body told me we're done. If there is a 50-minute Pilates exercise I'm trying to do, I love Pilates. If you guys know me, you know I love Pilates. I love walking. Those things work for me. They don't work for everyone, but that's something that works for me and a lot of my clients. But if I'm at the 20-minute mark and my body is saying enough, we cannot do this anymore, listen to your body and do something else that will make you feel good. After a workout, you should feel more energized. You should feel stronger. You should feel like that muscle is really going to grow. You should feel that. What you shouldn't feel is feel tired, feel worse, feel terrible. But something I can say is there's never been a time where someone walked out of gym and said,
I regret going.
This was the worst decision of my life. I really took care of my body today and I just really wish I didn't.
After you come out of the gym, even if it's just for 10 minutes to do a workout, you showing up is what matters. You creating that consistency, creating that habit is what matters and what's going to help you push yourself in the long run, because you're building a habit in your brain to show up for yourself, to take care of yourself. And this is really important. The next thing that we want to go over is cheat days. So when it comes to cheat days, I am so against whenever I hear, and I recently heard this with one of the new girls that signed up for the program, that she was working with a trainer that told her she's not allowed to have any cheat days and she had to be very strict with her diet to get the results that she wanted. And this was an in-person trainer. That is so sad. That is so sad. One, using the language cheat day is toxic and it creates a bad relationship with food. That is so damaging. You should not have a belief that food is bad, food is evil, it would just make me afraid of the food. I would feel so afraid to just pick up an ice cream bucket and be like, I can only have one bite of this because if I have more, then my body is going to be in pain or I'm going to lose all of my progress. And that's not true. But I believed that. And then when I did have a bite of the ice cream, I felt like I had to finish the entire bucket because, oh, my diet's ruined, so might as well. And I did that for such a long time with a lot of different foods. I did that with chips. I did that with candies. Trail mix was terrible. I would take a serving of the trail mix and say to myself, this is not enough. So then I would just eat the whole bag. Do you see how this language can really implement such a negative mindset around food? Because then we tell ourselves, oh, tomorrow I'll do better and tomorrow I'll start over. Or Monday I'll start over. Saving cheat days for the weekends, such a terrible thing because you're more likely to binge on things that are going to hurt your progress. And then in the end of it, you feel bad. You feel bad about yourself. There has to be a healthy medium, a healthy balance, because you can't just be eating chicken, rice, and broccoli every day, but you also can't be eating donuts all day and ice cream all night. So you need to find some balance where you're going to be able to help and progress and help your body progress, but also be there for your mental health. And be there for the enjoyment you want to feel around food. Be there for family events. Be there when you want to go out with your girls and have a wine night. You should be able to enjoy these things. In the big scheme of things, eating a slice of pizza twice a week is not going to hurt your progress. Having a donut on a Sunday is not going to ruin your progress, especially if you're so consistent with all of the other things in your life. You should be able to eat these foods without feeling guilty, but also being able to listen to your body, eating intuitively and learning how to eat intuitively. Because intuitive eating is a skill. It makes me so sad to see on the media when people just say,
Well, you should just be able to intuitive eat. Eat less, or just control yourself and just don't eat, or just eat more.
Please. I can't stand that because it demoralizes people so much and it makes people feel like there's something wrong with them. Because it makes you question, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just do that? And it creates these negative narratives in your mind that you should not have to feel or believe. The next thing I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey is that there's going to be a lot of people that don't support it. There's going to be a lot of people that are not rooting for you, and there's going to be a lot of opinions that are going to hurt. Because one, people do not like to see you doing better than they are. They don't like to see that you're taking care of yourself, that you're leveling up, that you are changing for the better. But two, people don't like change in general. So if they see you changing, it can make them feel a certain way that they're not doing the work to change themselves. There was a point where I was so proud of my progress, and I was in like a mini bulk. I never do an extreme bulk at all, just because I don't have the goal to be extremely muscular. That's just not my goal. I know for a lot of women, a lot of men that is, but for me that's just not. But there was a point where I really wanted to build leg muscle. I wanted to build glute muscle and back muscle, and I did a mini bulk, and it made me look a little bit bigger just because I was eating a little more and I was working out harder to build muscle. Something I didn't realize was that I was going to get so many negative opinions, especially from family, saying that I look like I have horse legs, or my legs are too big, and oh wow, you've gained weight. Or when I did lose a lot of weight and I was doing a cut, how much weight I was going to lose and how much people were going to voice their opinions about it. Because no matter where you are at, no matter whether you gain weight or you lose weight, whichever goal you have, people are always going to have opinions about it, and they don't matter. The opinion that matters is yours, because you're living your life, not theirs. I had to come to realize that my family's opinion about the way my body looks it's none of their business. It is not their business. It's not my friend's business what I choose to do to take care of my body. My goals are individual to me, just like your goals are individual to you. If you want to feel strong and you are training to feel strong, and your body is training and adapting to that, the opinions of others, they shouldn't matter, because this is what's making you feel empowered. It's making you feel strong. I get a lot of questions about femininity with training and asking, well, Chris, is training in the gym feminine? If I lift heavy, am I still being feminine, or does that count as not being feminine? And being feminine is doing things that make you feel empowered, make you feel strong, help you flow. And if that is the gym, then that's great. Playing a sport, anything that requires activity that empowers you and makes you feel more feminine, more like yourself, and unlocks that creative feminine energy is feminine. We get so attached to the opinions of other people and what other people will think and how other people will view us, and that stuff doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, because what matters is how you're viewing yourself, how you're treating yourself, and the opinions you have about yourself. Because there's nothing that you can do right or wrong. You could stay the exact same throughout your entire life, and I guarantee that you'll upset someone. Everyone is upset, and nowadays everyone is offended. And to do what you feel is best for you, your health, your life, and your growth. Because if you know that you are growing, and you're growing for the better, you're trying to better yourself, the opinions of others are not going to matter, because they don't see the end goal, they don't see the destination, they see a point in time and feel the need to express why they feel like they're right or their opinion is right. And you never know why people are giving their opinions. A lot of the times I could recognize that some people that were giving me their opinions on my weight loss or my muscle gain, they were just upset that they were not taking action themselves. And seeing how I've changed so much, that can be threatening to a lot of people when they see that you're changing and they're not. They're staying the exact same. Number 8 or 9. I don't remember what we're on, guys, to be honest with you, but I'm just giving you a lot of tips here. So number 8 is the importance and the blessing of food swaps. There are almost food swaps for everything that can help you so much on this journey. You do not have to cut out burgers and fries if that's something that you love, but you can find a way to make them healthier, lower calorie, and not processed. For example, I love a good turkey burger. A lot of burgers in restaurants, they don't care about the health, they care about the taste and the chemicals they can add to it to keep you addicted to those foods, which is so dangerous. So what I recommend is, if you're somebody that really likes burgers, make a burger at home. Get the bun, get a turkey burger, get the burgers that are lean, so that way it is not that high in calories and fat. You have a slice of cheese on there with your favorite sauce. You could even try a different sauce that may be lower in calories. And then the French fries, you can air fry, you can cut up your own. You can get more natural fries that are not fried in things like canola oil and soybean oil, because these oils are very toxic to humans. They're not meant for human consumption, but because the health industry can profit off of using these oils because they're so dirt cheap and they literally are coming from the dirt, it's easier for them to profit. So having swaps can be so helpful. Instead of using heavy cooking oils, you can use avocado oil or olive oil. I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower rice, but if you are huge on rice, you could mix in a little bit of regular rice with cauliflower rice to add more volume. Food swaps are incredible. They are incredible. I absolutely love them because it can make the journey so much easier when you know that you do not have to get rid of them completely. You can even find ways to make your favorite foods yourself. Like protein ice cream is so easy to make, and if you make it right, it can be so good. That's one of my clients' most favorite recipes that I give them because it's just so good. It tastes like real ice cream and it's so low in calories that you can eat a high volume of it and not feel restricted, because food swaps can be so helpful to make sure that you're reaching your goals, being healthier, while still having foods that you love and enjoy. I'm not too big on swapping things like low fat and high fat, just because I think there is a real benefit to having a whole egg versus just egg whites. But if you're looking for volume and you still want added nutrients and benefits, for example, you could have one egg with a lot of egg whites and have a very high volume breakfast that way. Or add cottage cheese to scrambled eggs, making it high volume but still having foods that you want and love. The next thing that we want to do is make sure that we are doing something and not doing nothing. Anything is better than nothing. And what I mean by this is, this goes for your diet, this also goes for exercise, because doing anything to support your journey, doing anything to help you be healthier is going to be so beneficial to your progress and help you in the long run to see those results. Because having an all or nothing mindset is going to be something that holds you back so heavily. It's going to hold you back so much because it puts you in this state of procrastination and perfectionism, which will keep you from your goals. Going to the gym just to walk, let's say you only have 30 minutes to work out and you wanted to work out for an hour. You can still show up to the gym and get a workout in 30 minutes, or even just 20, depending on what you have available to you. But pushing things off is only going to put you in a state of procrastination and make you feel like you just don't have to be consistent, and it's going to keep you from seeing those results that you want. The last thing that you really have to understand that I wish I knew before is
no one cares.
Literally no one cares. And if they do care, it usually comes from jealousy. And I want to break this down into two sections, because firstly, no one cares if you are posting about your fitness journey. And if anything, you have people that are supporting you and wanting to see you do better. But if you're worried about starting a fitness page, if you're worried about showing people your journey, you should not be at all. I had so many people make fun of me. I heard what they were saying behind my back, and now I have my own business because I didn't care about what other people were saying. They were making fun of me. They did not want to see me succeed. They did not want me to be serious about it. And so they tried to tear me down. And those same people are now struggling.
Karma comes back.
And the moral of that story is, you should not care what other people think, whether they make fun of you, whether they laugh at you. Because at the end of the day, if you continue working towards what you want and you continue to strive towards your goals and you reach them, they're going to be left in the dust.
Yikes.
They're so focused on themselves. Nobody is paying attention to the workout that you're doing, and I've had my ups and downs of falling off a treadmill, falling off the Stairmaster, literally like being pulled from the lat pull down. I've embarrassed myself plenty of times, but there's only a couple times where people came up to me and they offered to help. Nobody's gonna sit there and laugh at you, I promise. There's never been a time like that. But gym anxiety is something that's really real, and it's a real struggle, and I completely understand that. I think everyone goes through it. And if you're not comfortable with going to a gym first, you can still see results from doing things at home, but it just has to be really tailored to you specifically, because something that works for someone else may not work for you. The influencers that you see online, they may have different goals than you. Some of them, the back exercises they do, they want to build a back. They want to build a big back, and that might not be something that you want to do. They want to build a strong core. That may not be something that you want to do. Because there's a difference between getting abs and there's a difference between building a strong core, and both look very different. The results are different. So it's important that you know what's best for you. You do what's best for you, and you ignore the opinions of other people, because that is something that will hold you back. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you guys check the description, I have my free course linked down below, as well as my coaching availability. I only have 3 spots left now for coaching this summer, and it is first come, first serve. So if you're interested in coaching, please check out the description or reach out to me on Instagram, where I answer all of my messages and all the questions that you guys have for me. I love connecting with all of you, and I'm so happy to see how much you guys have grown. The pictures you guys send me of the meals that you're trying, the pictures you guys send me of your progress. I absolutely love connecting with you guys, and this community that we've built is so beautiful. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.